Welcome to our introduction to the Salesforce.com medical webinar. In the next few minutes, we're going to introduce an upcoming webinar where you can learn to leverage the cloud to achieve real success for your medical device or medical products company. Why don't we start by just taking a quick minute and talk about some of the issues that are facing medical companies. Number one, there's complex issues with the sales process, complexity around managing relationships and maintaining those dynamic relationships. Secondly, doctors are constantly being limited in terms of our ability as sales reps to access them, and so physicians and key decision makers are becoming harder and harder to access, which means that limited sales and lead qualification staff are having to work harder to attain the same level of access and achieve the same level of sales. And finally, increasing international competition is continuing to drive down margins and continuing to increase price pressure. Salesforce.com for Medical was specifically designed to address these issues by customizing a version of Salesforce.com specifically for the medical device and medical product space. It includes simplifying sales process as well as providing tools to manage complex and dynamic relationships, as well as automating sales and lead generation while providing simple dashboards for better insight for your field staff and your internal sales staff, as well as improving territory management and routing while doing that at a very competitive user subscription price. Among the dashboards that are available as part of Salesforce.com Medical, there's real-time sales pipeline as well as integrated sales history that gives you insight into real data from internal systems that may exist within your within your organization. This may include things like actual versus potential trending, declining accounts versus growing accounts, as well as a myriad of other dashboards that enable your salespeople to make better decisions with the way they spend time in the territory. Among these features include territory management and routing, and the ability to map specific territories as well as to create sales routes for frequently visited accounts, while also mapping proximity mapping, both customers and prospects, as well as geocoding mapping, which allows you to integrate your sales data from within Salesforce with your mapping, so you can map high-value customers versus high-value prospects. In addition to that, you have the ability to manage your information via mobile applications like iPhone, BlackBerry, and you have immediate access to critical information, flexibility to use any device, and access to key customer and territory data across your territory. Now, many organizations use Salesforce, and in our webinar we'll talk in more detail about how this works, but this is an independent research study that showed that roughly 6,000 customers that were independently surveyed, the kind of benefits that they realized by using Salesforce.com. So we're going to talk in our webinar about how you can look to see these kinds of benefits with Salesforce.com Medical, things such as increasing your win rate, your deal size, your lead conversion, as well as your sales revenue, as well as sales productivity. So I'd like to invite you to join us by clicking on the link for registering for the webinar below. We'd also invite you to email us directly at sales@ismsystems.com or contact us at our 800 number. We look forward to joining you. Thank you.